sorry, I've just been feeling so bad lately, and my depression. Like, man, shut up. Like, if you can't handle it, fucking drop out. Group projects with bad people suck, man. Like, don't you hate it when you get put into these groups with crappy lazy people? And like, most of the time you can't even control who that's with. Like, it's absolute bullcrap. And by the way, I have a mate who watches my videos, so this one's for you, bro. So I think I have a theory for why this happens. Like, students just aren't challenged enough to become good. I guess it might depend on the institution and the course. Like, you can go to a public university, which might cost you about $20,000 to $30,000. Or you can go to a specialised private university, which might set you back $60,000 to $100,000. But in my personal opinion, I think you'd just be better off self-teaching for free here on YouTube. So I went to a public university, so my experiences are going to be based on that. And every person I've spoken to this topic knows at least one time where they got shafted with these people. So it's quite a widespread problem. So I have 3 stories to share with you, so you better get some snacks to chomp on as you listen to me. Alright, first story. So we had to make a game from scratch, like from start to finish. And here in Australia, we call it a capstone project. I'm not really sure what you Americans call it. So this was the final project you had to do before you graduate. So this was back in 2020, when we had COVID. And because of that, our course basically migrated to online, right? So once a week, we'd have a meeting with the teacher of the class, right? And we had to report our work and explain what we're up to. So we had this girl in her class, and she attended about 1 in every 3 meetings, right? And her excuses were always, oh, my anxiety's so high. Or, sorry, I've just been feeling so bad lately, and my depression. Like, man, shut up. Like, if you can't handle it, fucking drop out. Like, it's fucking simple. Bro, and I can count the amount of things she did for the group in one hand, right? This is what she did. She made the art for the health bar, some UI buttons, our game logo, some shitty Gooseblatt image that I don't think we even used, and the concept for the player character. Like, that's it. A whole year just for that, right? Any reasonable person would say that's about 5 days of work at the max, right? And that's pushing it. Like, it's absolute madness. It's already hard enough for competent game devs to get a job, but imagine her. But you know what? I'm sure the university isn't complaining though. Man, if I was a university, I would love it if students kept failing. It's like $1,000 each subject. It's easy money, right? And in short, we ended up complaining about it to the teacher, and she failed the subject. Justice served. But you know, this isn't just a game dev problem either. I've had a similar issue in one of my marketing classes too. So here's the second story. So I was sitting next to this guy, and he was cool. I liked him. But you know, I could just tell he was a little bit lazy, right? Guy was late to class, and he had like a don't give a crap attitude.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah. Do you have any smokes, bro?
So the teacher said we needed to get in groups of 4. So this dude next to me looked at me thinking the deal was done. But I said no. like surely anyone is better than this, yeah? But, and to be fair, I was quite surprised that he wasn't that mad. Like, I guess he maybe probably didn't care. So at the time, I thought I took a small but calculated risk. So the teacher ends up pairing me with this girl. Man, like, she looked a little quirky, but otherwise sort of normal, you know? So everyone got into pairs, and the teacher made each pair do a little presentation for why they should join your group. So it was time for me and this girl to do our presentation and go in front of the class. So I said, you should work for us because I'm hardworking and I want us to score good marks. But then she opens her mouth to say, yeah, you should join us because I like to send dank memes. What? Man, my heart sank. Everyone was like, ugh. So guess what? No pair wanted to join with us. Except for, guess who? The fucking guy I said no to before. So now I had to deal with one lazy person and one really, really lazy person. I felt so fucked, man, after this. I literally couldn't do anything. These 2 people offered the group no value whatsoever. They didn't do a single ounce of work, they barely came to class, and they were very unresponsive on text messages. Like, obviously I complained to the teacher after submitting the assignment, although this time I didn't get closure on whether or not they failed. I mean, my teacher was a tough marker for the assignments, so surely they failed. And to the 4th member of the group, you're alright, cheers man. Alright, and for my final story. So before I studied game design, I was studying film and TV. And thank God I switched, man. Like, that industry is even worse than the games industry. Like, for getting opportunities and a job. But anyways, I had this class where we had to shoot a short film. Like, that was the last assignment for that class. So to decide the groups, the teacher pulled names out of a hat. So I was matched with this guy and this girl. Like, like this guy legit looked like a model. You know when some people just fluke it and they hit the genetic lottery? But, I shouldn't really complain. He might have
Pneumano-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
for all I know. And all this girl was trying to do was flirt with this guy. Like, she was alright, but nothing on his level. Anyways, this girl is a massive control freak nightmare, man. Like, but she's honestly worthy of worse names. But I have to keep it pretty PG for YouTube. Like, like everything had to be her way or the highway. She wanted to do absolutely everything. So initially you might think, wow, that's pretty good. I don't have to do a single thing. But no, I paid for this course and I want to get my money's worth. Or else what's the point? I might as well just drop out and stay home. Like, at the very least, I should be able to contribute something. So anyways, during the filming, we disagreed about everything. So I did the best thing that I thought I could have, which is quit the group. And by this time, even the model dude had enough of her, so he quit too. So we made our own group.
With blackjack and hookers.
But he did the acting and I did the filming and editing. Like, yes, I did way more work than him, but I guess I can't really complain, right, given the situation I was put in. And to be fair, I was learning quite a bit. But like, after this happened, I felt like that was my calling to change studies. And I'm honestly really glad. But this story is a great example of why we need balance, right? We have people who do absolutely nothing, and then we have people who go the other way and do absolutely too much. But in my opinion, both are equally bad. Oh, and that's the end of my stories. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I'd really appreciate a like and sub if you haven't already. And please, if something like this has happened to you, please write it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Alright, time to riz these blackjack tables!
Would you like insurance?